Hussbus, bus stop.
JP Hussey, owner of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors, with this week's
Hussbus, bus
Stop.
stop.
Hope you guys are good. All right, so check it out. We have always preached about how home ownership opens up other opportunities, and it's sometimes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or even 7 step process to fine tune it, which whatever way your life goes, right? Like a lifestyle type lending, right? You have you own a house, right? Later on in life, you may need it to pull cash out of for college education for kids. You need to put an addition on a house. It gives you these opportunities, right? Um, Housing will always appreciate in some way, shape, or form. It always has. It just depends on how much. Okay, that's why we don't feel like there's a housing crash coming, but appreciation might slide back to a more balanced or normal rate. Okay, um, home ownership, it's your house, right? You could go, like we said, punch a hole in the wall, it's yours, right? You have a landlord, you got to tell them about it, they got to fix it, or you got to fix it, right? So home ownership, there's so much more to it than just buying a house at a certain rate and that's it, right? Can open up other opportunities, all right? For the record, right? We aren't some creepy salespeople over here. I don't care if you buy a house, right? A little reverse psychology right now. But seriously, we're always going to tell you the truth, right? Our opinion, don't read the news. Try and get it from a local advisor somewhere that's in your market. Every market's different, okay? So for the record, buy a house or not, I don't care. I'm just here to give you that information because it's what I do for a living, okay? But the reason I'm telling you this, right, and telling you about how crucial home ownership is to advance in life, I believe, all right, because number one, what's the rate on renting? If you rent, what's the rate on the house? 100%, all right, because you don't own the house, all right? But anyway, I'm bringing this up because obviously this past year and a half, a lot of rate talk, all right? There was a big shock. Rates are 2.99%, then they're 6.99% pretty quick, all right? So obviously rates are going to be in the headline. Obviously home affordability is down, all right? There's a lot of stuff that goes into this, all right? And it's not for everyone right now. I totally get it, all right? But for the ones that are saying, I'm going to wait for rates to drop before I buy, all right? Let me give you the other side of that, all right? And this goes back to my initial thought. If when rates do drop significantly, let's say, all right, maybe settle in the fives, maybe get in the fours, who knows? I don't know, all right? I don't have a crystal ball. But when they drop, you know what that means? More and more buyers are going to get into the market, all right? And we still have a shortage of inventory, which means you're going to be paying well over asking price for the homes. Typical supply and demand. A lot of buyers, not a lot of houses, so that's going to drive up the price. Right now we're in a decent spot, right? There is a lot of buyers, but it's kind of settled a little bit depending on your market, okay? Depending on your market, all right? So everyone's thinking, I'm not going to buy until rates drop. I'm not going to buy until rates drop. Okay, that's cool, but when rate drops, everyone's going to get in the game, all right? So don't be a part of the herd. Make your own decisions. Educate yourself. Maybe watch a Hussbus bus stop every once in a while. Who knows? All right. And maybe if you want to buy it now. All right. As long as it fits your budget and it's good for you. All right. Then you own the property. Then, if and when rates drop, we fine tune it and we drop it down to that lower rate. You refinance. All right. So that's where it goes back to the initial part of the video is sometimes home ownership is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. All right. But you got to figure out what's right for you. But don't just fall what you hear on the news, fall into the herd. All right. Make your own decisions. Educate yourself. All right. Very important to educate yourself. All right. Because home ownership is for the big boys and girls. All right. So know what you're doing a little bit. Don't just listen to what the news is telling you or what your parents tell you haven't bought a house in 25 years or grandparents or an aunt or uncle, okay? It's all real time, all right? So get the right information and just know that if when rates drop, which they could, a lot more buyers are going to get in the market. It's going to make it much more difficult for you to win your offer. Have a great day.
Hussbus, bus stop.